What's going on there, YouTube, and welcome back to another comic book video. This is the channel where we sit down and cover different comic book stories from different comic book companies. Today, we're going to jump back over to Marvel Comics and continue our coverage over the Shadowland event. This was an event that was done back in 2010 by Marvel Comics that was all about Daredevil, how he had joined the evil organization known as The Hand. With that being said, we're going to jump back into the main storyline, Shadowland number 2 and number 3. These two books right here move the story forward and let us know that we're going to have a big battle down the road between all of the heroes against Daredevil, but a few more pieces have to be moved around to lead us up into that storyline. So I do hope you enjoy today's video, and if you do, hit that like button down below. But here we go. So finally getting back into Shadowland's main story, we pick up in Shadowland number 2, retelling us what we learned from the Shadowland Moon Knight number 1 storyline. At the end of that book, we saw Moon Knight causing trouble in Shadowland so that he can get captured by the Hand. For the ones who don't know who Moon Knight is, well, he is a character who has multiple personality disorder because he used so many different personalities to complete the mission. He has 4 different personalities in his head, the last one being Moon Knight, the hero. Either way, he does get captured so he can be dragged into Shadowland Fortress, a sneaky way to get inside. We then switch over to Luke Cage and Iron Fist. We pick up in one of Iron Fist's soup kitchens. They are talking about what Daredevil did to Bullseye in Shadowland number 1, but Luke Cage brings up the fact that what Daredevil did, or he's doing right now, is just bringing fear into the city. So at first, Iron Fist thinks that maybe Daredevil is okay, but after a while, Luke Cage is able to convince Iron Fist that they should go into Shadowland and talk to Daredevil about things, except that is when they are confronted by Daredevil's worst enemy, and that is of course the Kingpin. Now Luke Cage and Iron Fist knows who Kingpin is, and they know that he must be up to something or he wants something from them, which of course he does want something from them. With Shadowland being in Hell's Kitchen, it caused a lot of problems for Kingpin's businesses, so it is him kind of asking to work with Luke Cage and Iron Fist to stop Daredevil, which of course it is Kingpin is planning on doing something else. Finally getting with the star of the book, which is Daredevil, who is being confronted by Black Tarantula. Remember that Daredevil is in charge of the Hand and making the Hand do whatever he wants, which is to protect Hell's Kitchen. Now Black Tarantula is one of the top guys under Daredevil's control, except he comes here to see how Daredevil is doing after killing Bullseye, since Bullseye was Daredevil's second worst enemy. Black Tarantula thinks the death of Bullseye is affecting Daredevil, except Daredevil says it doesn't bother him at all. The only thing he wants done now is for the Hand to begin recruiting more people to his cause. Then we get a section where we see Kingpin with Lady Bullseye. Remember that she wanted Kingpin to be the one in charge of the Hand, except the Hand went to choose Daredevil instead, the original person they wanted to choose. But remember, back in Daredevil 508 and 509 video, which are 2 books that tie into the main event, we learned that someone has stole a scroll that I cannot pronounce, but they stole it from the Hand. Of course, that person was Lady Bullseye, so Kingpin can use it, which is the Hand magic to summon one of the Hand's worst enemy and make this person be under Kingpin's control. That person is Ghost Rider, and we don't learn more about this until Shadowland Ghost Rider tie-in. We jump into the Shadowland Fortress once again, where we pick up with Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Shang-Chi, Misty Knight, and Colleen Wing, all there to basically talk to Matt Murdock out of what he is doing, which of course is Shadowland. They had lied about why they came to talk to him about it. They had told Black Tarantula that they wanted to join the forces of Daredevil, but of course, that was a lie. They just said that to talk to him and show him that he is turning evil. Also, you have Spider-Man come into the event now, since Spider-Man and Daredevil have a long history with one another. Now remember that Moon Knight pretended to be an innocent civilian to get captured and thrown into the prison of the Shadowland Fortress, so that he can find a way to help Daredevil, since Daredevil has gone mad. Except Moon Knight did not consider the fact that Ghost Rider would ride through the basement and start blowing things up left and right. Because remember that Ghost Rider was summoned by the Kingpin thanks to the hand magic to do whatever the Kingpin wants him to do, which will start to bring down the Daredevil and the hand. So with Ghost Rider going around blowing up stuff left and right underneath the fortress, well, Daredevil thinks that the heroes who are in front of him planned this to happen. So he tells his ninjas that they are now allowed to kill the heroes, since he feels like the heroes have betrayed him and they deserve to die for what they have done to him and his home. So now we get this big battle between the two sides in the middle of the Shadowland Fortress. So with the second chapter of this book, we jump back down into the dungeon of Shadowland, where we see Moon Knight kind of angry about the fact that Ghost Rider has ruined his plan. Then out of nowhere, you have Ghost Rider stop and tell Moon Knight that he realized that he has been played and feels like someone is controlling him again. He hates the idea of someone controlling him. So he says that he is going to go figure out who was controlling him and why. We know it is Kingpin, and we know why, but you want to see his adventure, you have to read Shadowland Ghost Rider #1, which we are going to cover down the road. Getting back to the fight upstairs, you have the heroes who came here to talk to Daredevil realize that he is changing big time. What I mean by that is that Daredevil is becoming very strong, more like a superhuman strong, which Daredevil never had been before. His powers are his enhanced senses. So when he goes around, beats up everyone and makes everyone scared because of how strong he is, it is a sign that the demonic beast is taking over him. Remember, the Hand is an evil ninja organization of ancient time that has been trying to bring out the demonic being known as the Beast. So things are becoming very bad right now, and the heroes should really find a way to stop Daredevil. Except the heroes were not planning on Typhoid Mary, the pyrokinetic villain that recently had joined Daredevil's side. So with her being there, well, that gives Daredevil the edge because she can be a powerful threat. This leads into a huge explosion happening, and you would think the heroes are badly injured now, except this is the moment we have to add someone else into this book, because this person also has close ties with Daredevil. That person being the Punisher, and the Punisher is here to actually save the heroes and give them an exit so they can leave and come back to regroup on how they're going to stop Daredevil. We then get back to Kingpin and Lady Bullseye. You have Lady Bullseye tell Kingpin that he has messed up with summoning Ghost Rider. The reason why is because Ghost Rider will come back to kill Kingpin for playing him, except Kingpin mentions that this is the perfect plan. The scroll he used stops Ghost Rider from attacking Kingpin, since Kingpin was the one who summoned him. If Ghost Rider wants to kill Kingpin, he has to get rid of the Hand to break the magic spell that blocks Ghost Rider from attacking Kingpin. So Kingpin is getting what he wants, to get rid of the Hand. Picking back up with Daredevil, Mary Typhoid, and the rest of the Hand who stays in the Shadowland Fortress, where Daredevil thinks that the heroes who originally wanted to help Daredevil out were really a diversion so that Ghost Rider could break out all of the prisoners. Of course, we know that is not true at all. But Daredevil said they need someone strong on their side to help them complete their mission. We are going to learn who it is here in a minute. But while Daredevil was talking about this plan, Moon Knight was listening in. So we see Daredevil and Mary Typhoid go to some graveyard site, which should give you an idea who they are about to bring back to life, except while they're about to bring out the person out of the grave to bring this person back to life, you have Elektra down to join Daredevil's side, and then we find out that Daredevil is bringing Bullseye back to life. So then we pick up with the heroes who were trying to help Daredevil out earlier, hanging out in some apartment talking about what they are going to do to stop Daredevil. Except you have the Punisher bring up the fact that they are going to have to stop Daredevil, but the only way to stop him is to kill him, and that is something the heroes know they are not ready to do. Except they are going to have to kill him if they want to actually beat him. Then you have Master Izo pop out of nowhere, which lets us know that he did not die in Daredevil number 509, the book we covered. Either way, he said that where he thought Daredevil could change the Hand into making them better, of course he was wrong. How the high-ranked group of the Hand, known as the Snake Root, are planning to make Daredevil to be a vessel for a demonic being known as the Beast. And this is where we are going to end today's video. So please hit that like button down below and also subscribe to the channel for more content to come in the near future. Also, any suggestions on books I should read, well, please let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But I do hope you enjoyed today's video.